Good morning. It is 7:45. Oh my gosh. So I didn't sleep well last night. I think I woke up I went to sleep. Oh my god, this is why I need my meds before I start talking. I think I went to sleep like 1:30. I was listening to a podcast because I couldn't sleep. Just trying to wind down. And I normally go to bed like 8:30, 9:30, and I try to wind down with a book. At the moment I'm reading Rose Madder by Stephen King. I love this book, it's great. I'm really enjoying it. It's my first Stephen King as well. And what else? So that's how I wind down. I try to avoid screen time. That's been a new thing, a bit of an experiment. Me getting up this late is not normal for me, and daylight savings is in like 2 weeks time. So if I got up now in 2 weeks time, it would be like 9:15, which is really late, and I already feel like my body clock's adjusted. Does anyone else get that? Like, I'm really light sensitive, but anyway. Okay, well, let's see how my day goes. I'm gonna try document like my day a little more, so you can see sort of, I don't know, it's just a day being ADHD, I think. I don't know, hopefully that'll help, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, see you soon! Oh, hello. Hey. This is Phoenix. I didn't introduce him properly yesterday. Right, so this is this morning's breakfast selection. Meds, Ritalin, and a whole glass of water. I'm having some low sugar granola. So I have half a cup of that, and I'm also having 1/4 cup of natural unsweetened yogurt. I'm having half an orange and half a banana, and a newt cup of coffee. So my partner actually got up a lot earlier than me, because he's already gone to work, made me a coffee thinking I'd probably be right down after he got up, and I wasn't, so I'm nuking my coffee even though I didn't make it. Fancy that. I'm finally getting around to actually watching this on the laptop, and I realized like it's only 360p, but I just wanted to say the reason for that is because of how I'm filming this. I have a vlog camera. I got it for Christmas. It's got like one of those reverse mirror screens, and I do plan to use that. But it's like I said to the places that I posted this video, is that I'm actually totally over the video editing process. I have qualifications in Photoshop and Adobe After Effects, and honestly I have no passion for it anymore. After studying it and it potentially becoming more than a hobby, it didn't interest me anymore. And you know what, I actually find fun apps, because lots of different apps have lots of different effects, and I'm on a benefit. I can't afford like Flash apps, and I'm actually on like a free 7-day trial for this particular app, called InShot, and I've used it for a while. I've used it for over a year, and I quite like it because it's really cool for like making really short GIFs or just really short little videos, and that's where I'm at. I like to make spontaneous things. Okay, so I wanted to film like how I get ready, and some of the things that I have in place to make sure that I have everything. So I always have my phone on me, but I always make sure I charge a battery pack. It's still charging from yesterday because I used it quite a lot to walk around and film. In my bag, I always make sure I have a highly visible wallet. So this is actually a thrifted bag and a thrifted wallet. and I make it so I can see it no matter where it is. So I make sure I bring my wallet. I always have my headphones, they're bright so I can see where it is. They actually have their own case so I don't get all like tangled up in my bag, because it's something else to do. I just tend to throw everything in there, so it's good practice to just stick it in here. I have my keys, which actually have a huge thing attached to it. I got this in Japan. It's quite common to have these type of bus cards, and I have my bus card in here and my house keys at the same time, so one, I can find it easily and I can hear it drop and it stands out. And they always have a home up here. This is where I keep all my keys, right next to the door. So I always bring some lippy of some kind, and my sunglasses in a case so I don't stuff it. And now that we are no longer using plastic bags, I always make sure I have a recycling, upcycled. This is actually from Tarangi. It's a boomerang bag. There's an incentive. These are all handmade and they're free. You just go and like use them. You borrow them and bring them back. I haven't actually brought this one back, but I use it all the time. So thank you to whoever made that. Okay, so I'm finally at Bunnings Warehouse at the spray paint section. I just walked here from my house, which took a while. They were a lot cheaper than I thought. So I'm after a like baby pink colour. They even have one. Oh, here we go. Has to be enamel. Bonds to wood, metal, plastic or more. Well, yeah. But does it come off? Pink dolly gloss. That's cute. Gloss. No primer required on wood, metal and plastic. That's sort of more of what I want, but I don't want it to be glossy. I kind of want it to be matte, because then it would look plastic, do you know what I mean? There's a chalky finish. That's a bit too baby for me. Right, well, guess I'm gonna have to make a decision of some kind. So I managed to actually find a sheltered space to have a chat, although there's like people's balconies and stuff like right there. But I'm at the Clay Museum in New Lynn, and I thought there was an actual museum here, but it seems like it's been shut a long time. This is obviously an old type of kiln where they used to mass fire things. Yeah. So I guess while I'm here, I thought I'd talk a little bit about shopping, compulsive shopping or impulsive shopping, and I don't know, just a strong desire for adventure. So I have both of those things. I think it's kind of a common theme for other people with ADHD. It's always about finding something novel or something to do or something stimulating. So I have tips for combating that, and they are mostly in the forms of precautions or doing things to make sure you don't do the wrong thing, because I know that having foresight is not one of our strengths, or hindsight, or putting what we learned into action. So my tip number one is to pay your bills first. My second tip is to find free things to do, whether that be go somewhere you've never been before, or to do things like coping things that are good for you, like going for a walk in places you've never been before, so you're keeping your environment fresh. At the moment I'm in a supermarket that I've never been in before. There's a pigeon in here too. Oh dear. Oh, there's two of them.
Another tip I have is if you're going to spend money impulsively, do it on something you haven't done before, like an experience versus stuff and things, because the last thing you probably need is more stuff and things cluttering your environment. Food is a really good way to do that, but just watch the calories. Like, make sure you check on the back of the pack. My other suggestion is, especially if you're a woman, I guess you could do this if you're a bloke, if you've got some willing bloke friends, but go shopping in your own wardrobe or go shopping in your friend's wardrobe. Like, do a clothing exchange, or have a look on Facebook and see if you can find pay it forward pages, places that people are willing to give stuff away for free, and see what bargains you can get that way. And that's a cost-free way of getting something new. My other tip is, if you're somebody who literally has an itch for it, like you have to go shopping, you have to do something like that, there's a couple of ways you can go about it. Set aside a limit every week, even if it's like $5. Like, just make that your budget, and then set yourself like the task of finding something really cool for that price. And my other trick, probably my last tip for this, is online shopping. Now, that it can be a real big temptation, online shopping, but there's no harm in putting things in your cart. And what I like to do is I'll just browse through websites like AliExpress, for example, and I'll just put a bunch of stuff in my cart, and I kind of like action them when I do have a spare $2 or $3, because I like to get like useful things. I don't endorse like that sort of shopping really, but I find it's a cool place to buy socks. There's so many little useful things that you can buy for cheap, and there's so much to choose from. As an artist, I quite often get stationery and things like that from there as well. Okay, so this is probably like the most random haul ever, and it's within my budget. So I have spray paint, which is for a project which I will show you later. Probably not today. I think just going and getting the spray paint was a great first step. So, and the room is a mess. Not that I care about showing that, because it's going to be a part of the whole process anyway, but just, I don't want to look at that today. I've been quite successful. This is my medication. So there was a shortage in New Zealand for Lynn, and now I've got the second half of my script for the month, and it was free because I already prepaid for it, so it was good. I have friends coming to visit me on Friday. We're going to spend the day together. They're actually my ex-co-workers from the job that I just left, and we're all in mental health. One of them's a support worker, one's studying to be a support worker, so yeah, pretty cool. Gonna spend a day with them, and I wanted to get us some little kind of trail snacks. We're gonna go check out some nearby waterfalls. So yeah, I bought this because like the calories in that, like for one cup, wasn't too bad. And then this is my other random little score, and you're probably thinking, oh no. But trust me, there's a reason. So this is only 50 cents. I got this from the Salvation Army in New Lynn. And I just literally like walked in there, saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute, I want it. But the reason is I actually collect these. So right here in my cabinet, you can see my current collection. I really like retro kitsch items, and I'm really happy with it. And now I can add this guy, and I think actually maybe he can go up here, and he fits in, right? He was meant to be for 50 cents. I'm stoked. That is my purchase of the week. And this is what I mean, like if you set yourself a budget, if you've got stuff that you need to do, or things that bring you small joy, for 50 cents I feel like I won that quest. I'm waiting for this indecisive booper of mine to decide where he wants to come up on my lap or not, so I can film my outro. He does this to me every day. Like every time I sit on the couch, he's like, eh. And he can be a bit of a bitey boy. if he's not getting his way. So his food bowl's topped up, he's had pets, he's had a play. So I don't know what this is about. Maybe he just wants to be near me. He's funny. You're a funny boy, eh, Phoenix?
Okay, good afternoon. Or almost. Oh my gosh, 10 minutes shy. Damn. So I think this is what I'm gonna film today. I'm actually due for my meds in 10 minutes as well. I've got alarm goes off at 12. So I will probably do that and then might get a burst of motivation. And if I do, maybe I'll film something else, but I probably won't. I want to spread it out. I think what I've shared today is enough. I think it's useful. I hope so anyway. We'll see once I go to edit it all and put it together. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I'm so surprised by the feedback I got yesterday. I was really stoked by that. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the people in the New Zealand ADHD Association support group, Facebook group. What's the name of the group anyway? Thank you so much. Thank you, really, honestly, it's cool. It's really nice to have positive feedback. I'm actually very camera shy. I don't know if you can tell that, but I prefer to be behind the scenes. I'm an artist at the end of the day, and I like to sort of like create the art and let the art speak for itself. But I am enjoying this process, and this is about me being more confident. I have been a very shy person. Because of my ADHD, I come across as extroverted, like a loud, like talkative person, but like a lot of that is actually nervousness. Like I talk a lot when I'm nervous, especially with people I don't know. I have social anxiety really badly, and I'm to the point where I wasn't leaving the house, and I'm gonna save all these stories for like a literal like story time video, because context matters. Like, you guys know what I mean. Like, if I'm gonna explain this, I'm gonna have to go through the entire alphabet to from A to Z to get to my point. And I want to sort of try not be too ADHD about it, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna save that for another time. There's plenty more to come. I could tell you some stories. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, thank you again. I'm going to chill out with Phoenix, who's hanging out with me right now. Oh wait, hang on. Hey dear.